Hey Les, don't you have a live to go to that you're actually waiting for me to come online? There we go. That'll do. That's close enough. It's a bit wonky at the top, but beggars can't be choosers. Well, like I did say, I've not really been trading much since. Well, I've not been trading at all since I closed the stream down earlier. So just had dinner. So. Bit of a double bottom seems to be falling here. Could have been a double bottom. Might be a inverse head and shoulders instead. Either way, that looks like it might be about to turn around and move up towards $10. Red box hitting the scanners. Looking nice. Oh, this up on the 5 minute. The edge of the cut, we're going to get a handle or move upwards. It's no more apt book for you, Les. Just saying. I think that was written for you. To be fair, that's I think that's is that one of my recommendations on the library? I'm not sure it is. We just have a quick look. Oh, it's Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns is the one I'm hiding. Swing trading for dummies, yeah. So not technical analysis for dummies, but the swing trading for dummies is one that I provide as part of the course. So yeah, the for dummies series is actually quite good. It's lay terms, which is nice. Top three, MC. Top three. I'm going to start with a 2,500 share size with red box. The reason for it is on the 5 minute we've got a lovely cut, and there was the handle. So I'm expecting this for a bit of a breakout on the 5 minute chart. Just 2,500 shares. I'm not risking too much. Give it 25 cents. I make 50. It's realistic. Well, Les, I think I've actually had a go at that myself. We've had support here at 990. I might just set a stop there at 990. There we go. Yeah, go. Come in. Those kids are noisy. Come on. Close the door. Hurry up. It's bedtime. 8 o'clock. Yeah, advanced techniques in day trading. Yeah, absolutely, Les. I've got that one. I've got a couple by Aziz. He's not only is he a good trader, he's a good author. Okay, so there we go. That's a nice move. The upside. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for this to break the VWAP and then I can add to my position. Just a little conscious that it's below the VWAP. This is the handle of the cup and handle that I'm waiting for, waiting to break out, by the way. I'm just taking a position at the top of the range. Look, once again, on the 5 minute, we've got a little cup, and then this was the handle. So I'm just waiting for this breakout. 10.15 was what I was looking for, 10.17, something like that. Move up. That's the $half would be great. Just want to get it above the VWAP to start off with. Only 2,500 shares, so I'm not risking all my gains. But I think this potentially could move. Good. What's the depth of this this cup? It could move a whole dollar. I don't think it will. I'm looking for 50 cents it might, but I don't think it'll move a whole dollar. I mean, the thing is with the cup and handle pattern is that's your measuring stick. The depth of the cup is what you're looking for on the breakout. Where you actually measure the bottom of the cup to, because the bottom of this one is kind of 9.10. So we've moved up to 10, so it's a whole dollar. So are we going to get to 11.10 on the breakout of this cup and handle? I don't think so. More realistically, I'll probably say 10.50, 10.60. I would say half of this cup depth. The measuring stick is usually the depth of the cup. Just wait, it's just ranging between 95 and 10.10 at the minute. So that's I've put a stop at 25 cents stop in place just while it's 2,500 shares, and I'm just going to if it stops out, if it breaks below the 20 EMA, it'll probably stop me out. But if it stops out, it stops out, and we don't get the breakout. But if we get the breakout, I'm looking for a good 40-50 cents. And I will add for the break of the VWAP. It's just ranging at the moment, consolidating, oiling, as they like to say. But you give me 100 likes there, MC. I mean, why is nobody else giving me any? Everybody else is slacking. MC says give me 100 likes, so you guys need to catch up. give you, it's giving me half of the likes that's been given. So everybody else, just get on the screens and tap it 10 times. Looks like we're getting inverse head and shoulders on AERC. One shoulder, one head, another shoulder, and I called that out in the Discord. Inverse head and shoulders. Double bottom, and then everybody started coming down and saying, well, actually, double bottom's kind of turning into an inverse head and shoulders, which is, again, it's a bullish sign. So this could go up above $10 again. Maybe have another little run and move up towards kind of 1040. Try and retest the VWAP, possibly. I'll be very surprised if we're done for the day with AERC. Back to Redbox. AERC's down 19% on the day, but it had such a big run up yesterday. 19% is neither here nor there when you think it moved up 270% on the day yesterday. So, what was my May P&L? Oh, you don't want to know. I lost money in May. I was actually my trade P&L. I made 2,000. So I was actually green on the trade P&L, but when you factor in commissions and you know, transaction fees, etc., I actually lost a little over $10,000 on May in total. So May was not a good month. But that being said, I've already not only have I covered that in May, in June already. With what, we're 6 trading days in after today, and I've already made 100,000 net in June already. So that's including today. I'll have made 100,000 net in 6 trading days. So May was a bad month for me. So don't ask me what my P&L in May was. It was a bad month. That stopped me out. I was expecting that to break up with a cup, and it still could. 5-minute cup and handle's still on. Just to put this into context, what you're asking is, I mean, I've got my trader view open right now, so I'll pull this across so you can see this. So this is my statistics for. See this? The year to date. This is my total gains year to date. So I've got after this, it doesn't include today's gains. I've got another 28,000 to add to this. So I'm just shy of $500,000 in gross P&L on the year, which puts, based on this last week or so, it basically puts me back in line to have that 7-figure. I've still got some work to do because I'm still behind schedule. But I've got a month to get back on track. I've got the rest of June to get back on track. So if I can be $500,000 net P&L by the end of this month, then I'm on track to hit the 7-figure year, which is the goal. But 464 gross is not a bad year to date. Just over 400k net. That's year to date. Hey, Alphabet. You made 300, Zach. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. It's really good. No, Redbox seems to have my number today. Oh, going back to AERC. What did I say? Inverse head and shoulders. This one will move up. Why was I trading Redbox when I could have been trading this one? Move up to 1040, 1050. Go figure. Alphabet, nice one. 800 green day. See, this is the best stream. This is the most profitable stream on TikTok. You all come here to learn how to trade. You all learn how to trade. You're all profitable. Well done, guys. I'll take full responsibility for all your profits. Any losses? It's nothing to do with me. That's you not being disciplined enough to manage a risk. So don't sue me. How did I select the AERC stock? Scanners, Benzinga. So I use Benzinga every day. If you look in the middle of your middle of the screen there, I've got 2 of my scanners up. I've actually got a lot more scanners open at the moment. Got a whole screen full of scanners and alerts, all from Benzinga. But this is Benzinga here. So this is just 2 of the scanners. I've got the gap scanner and I've got the momentum scanner there. And yeah, Benzinga. For me, it's invaluable. Like it's a proper gold mine. It tells me what's moving, how much it's moving, why it's moving, what percentage it's moved up. You know, it's all at my fingertips. Tells me what float size it is, etc. So that's how I select stocks to trade, Antonio. And if you want to know what Benzinga is, check out my link tree. The second link down is Benzinga. You can get a 14-day trial from it. 14-day free trial for free. And if you do like Benzinga, then use the code that's in that link for 35% discount. Yeah, well, I'm a European, Alex, so you can use Interactive Brokers. Has a European base. I think it's Cyprus that they're regulated out of. So Interactive Brokers, okay, you'll get usually if you go for a margin. If you go for a margin account, they'll give you 4x. If you just want a cash account, you request a cash account, and you'll just have a cash account. Then go for something like Capital Markets Elite Group, which is what I use, and you can request a cash account. And the problem is that you've got with the cash account is you'll end up with a T+2 settlement. If all you're doing is trading, if you're not trading on margin, you'll have a T+2 settlement. So the way to handle that is that you put X amount. Let's just say you put 5k into your cash account. You trade with a maximum of 2,500 today, and then you trade with 2,500 tomorrow, because you're waiting for the 2,500 you traded today to settle for, and that will settle the day after tomorrow. So it's a T+2. But trade plus 2 days, and that's what most brokers will give on cash accounts. And that's the drawback of trading in a cash account is that you do have a T+2 settlement rule with a lot of them. Margin account, it's instant settlement. So if you go with Interactive, by default, Interactive they give you a margin account by default, and they give you a 4x leverage. So if you want a cash account, you request one. Same thing with capital markets. By default, they'll give you a margin account, so you request a cash account. So I've got a cash account with Interactive. I've got a margin account with Interactive as well, but I've got a cash account with Interactive. I've got a savings account with Interactive, which is where I'm trading in an ISA. I don't do it very much because it's very limited. I'm based on the level that I'm trading at. I've got my retirement account, or SIP. If you're in the US, it's the same as an IRA. So my SIP in Europe is a self-investment pension plan. So it works very similar to a cash account, but it's tax-free, and there's no limit to it unless you actually withdraw from it. Oh, we're green, Digger. We're 28,000 green. I just gave some back to Interactive, Red Box. You can day trade with a cash account with Interactive, yeah. But what I'm saying is that the funds, the equity that you've got, is subject to that T+2 settlement rule. So if you, for example, you could put $5,000 into an Interactive account, cash account today, and trade it, totally day trade with it, not a problem. But they'll want settlement on any, your equity position remains the same, but it's the difference that you make with it that they're looking for, the T+2 settlement. So if you lose on a trade, the balance comes off your equity. If you make gains on a trade, you can't trade with those gains. It's the T+2 settlement. So you end up with, effectively, the best way to do that is split it in two, trade half today, half tomorrow. First half you traded today, you can retrade again the day after, and so on and so forth. It's a pain in the hole. You may as well, personally, I don't see why you wouldn't use a margin account, other than the risk. And then you just manage the risk and you trade, you put limits on your margin account, because instant settlement, you put limits on your margin account that you can only trade 25% of your buying power. So you're effectively limiting it to the same buying power as you would have with a cash account. And if you speak with your brokers, they'll all accommodate you with things like this, but you get instant settlement. Right. Okay. That's. Are you Alex? Are you based in the US? Because are you subject to the pattern day trading rule? I don't know where you're based, but if it's UK or wherever, shouldn't be a problem. US, that's why it's coming up, because you're now subject to the PDT rule. In the US, Interactive in the US is regulated by the SEC, so it means that you can't day trade. You should be able to day trade with the cash account, but you can't day trade to the full amount. If you're subject to the PDT rule on a margin account for less than $25,000, then you're restricted on how many day trades you can make in any given week, in any 5-day period. So I would double check that it's a cash account first and foremost, and they've not give you a margin account by default. And because if you're less than $25,000 on a margin account, and regardless of how much leverage they give you, they will restrict you due to the PDT rule. There's no such restrictions in Europe. Some other regions have similar restrictions, but in Europe there's no PDT rule. So if your brother, I think it was, that you were looking for, your brother won't have the issues with Interactive or any other broker that's based out of Europe, because there's no PDT rule. It's 10 cents. Risking $500 to break out this cup and handle on the 5-minute. So I'm still thinking that this cup and handle, if it breaks out properly, it should reach the VWAP. VWAP is currently 35, 1035. No problem, Alex. I mean, don't, it's not financial advice. I'm just a fat bloke with an opinion on the internet. Just remember that. But if you speak with your broker, most brokers are very helpful. It's just that most people can't be bothered giving them a phone call and getting their assistance. Most of them are very helpful. Well, certainly the ones I've dealt with. They want to help you trade, because the more you trade, the more money they make. It doesn't matter whether you lose money or make money. It doesn't matter either way to them. As long as you're trading, they're making money. They make money either way. So they want to make it. They want to try and make it as easy as possible for you to trade. Just put my stop up to break even on this one now, which is 990. Because it shouldn't pull all the way back down. It might do, but it shouldn't. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Digart, but yeah, it's certainly working. Methodologies, the strategy that I'm using, it's working. It's certainly working this week. It's working in June. Over 100k in June so far. I'm enjoying trading since we locked out May. May was not a good month for me. Not a good month at all. Yeah, so I'd done 80k trade profit in June before today. So that takes me over 100k in trade profit in 6 trading days. So having a good time at the moment. Again, my results are not typical. My results are the exception rather than the rule. Most people lose money. Trading is a risky business. Do not put money into the markets you can't afford to lose, guys. Because as good as you might think you are, occasionally the markets will turn around and beat you up. Like Redbox today. I mean, I've got in a few times with Redbox, and with the right intentions, with the right breakout, you know, and it's just gone against me. You know, fine, that's okay. And again, and conversely, the first trade I took with AeroClean, I totally traded that all wrong, and it went for me. Well, I plan to, Owen. I'll probably take a couple of weeks diving. Good diving again. Not been diving since pre-pandemic, and I do like my diving. Yeah, Zach, AeroClean's moving back up again. I said in the Discord it wasn't. I didn't think it was done. Still waiting for this this handle breakout from Redbox. Wondering what I'm talking about with the handle breakout. We got this cup and then we got the handle. So I got in for the break upwards, and it was still pulling back. So I was a little bit got stopped out, but then when it started to move up, I entered again for the move up. And we got to move up. We just not moved up that much. We're getting a bit of resistance around the $10 mark, around the whole dollar mark, which is to be expected. But I still think it'll go up and test the VWAP. May get rejected at the VWAP, but I'll be very surprised if it doesn't at least test the VWAP. VWAP is currently 31. That'll give me a 40-cent move, which that's a 2K move to the upside if it does do that. I'm getting a bit fed up with this trade, so I've just moved my stop to break even, and I will look at other things just to keep the stream interested. We'll come back to Redbox a little bit later. Houston American, that made a nice move up, and then it's selling off now, but it made a nice move up around lunchtime market time. Not long after I closed the stream, so 10:30. If you look at it on the 5-minute, you can see. So I closed the stream around here 10:30. So this Houston American made a lovely move up. So if you were in that, well done. AMC, yeah, it's just heading sideways now. I got stopped out on Redbox, by the way, for break even, so that's a scratch trade. In 2 minutes, it's looking bearish. Gotta be honest, I've not really paid much mind to the scanners today. I've not had to, you know. The 36k trade that I did with AERC just set me up for the day. So I went out, I just came back to do have my dinner and everything else since. So I've not really been paying much attention to the charts or anything else. Just came back to stream Power Hour. Shouldn't really be trading, if I'm being honest. I always say, once you've got green, stay green. Don't give your gains back to the market. This trend, nice little trend line, upwards ascending trend line there on Redbox as well. Got the flat top here at 10.16. I'll wait till 10.16. Hey Hans. How are you? So I'll go back to the 5 minutes so you can actually see what I'm talking about here. So we've got, and the reason why I was in that for the breakout, a couple of reasons why I'm in it for the breakout. So got this cup here, then we got the handle. So I was the first pullback, and I was looking at, okay, we'll make a move up. That's the handle, but no, I hadn't finished pulling back. So I got stopped out when we made this candle made a new high. That's when I got in for that one, for again the move up. So cup and handle. Now we've also got this flat top forming here. We've got this ascending wedge of support, ascending triangle, if you will, with this ascending support line and the flat top. So that's kind of one of my favorite bullish patterns, is this flat top with an ascending ascending support line. And you can see I put this at 1018, but it's tapped it a few times, so that's 1017 and 20. So 1020, if you round numbers, I've got it at 10. Just put it up at 1020. Nice round number. Market likes round numbers. That's the top. So the break of 1020, the VWAP's coming down to meet this now. The VWAP's currently at 31, so by the time this gets up to 1020, well, I'm looking for the break of 1020. A break of 1020 will probably get at least 20 cents on that. We get at least 20 cents on that break of 1020, I would imagine. Thanks, Jav. Yeah, did you not watch the 63k trade I did yesterday? That was much better. To be fair, the 36k was a good trade as well, but the 63k yesterday on AERC, we've cleaned over $100,000 with AERC this week. Just had one. Had a whole bottle of wine to myself last night. Woke up this morning, let's just say I was feeling a little bit worse, because just to put this into context, yesterday I had my second best ever trading day and my second best ever individual trade, so it was worth celebrating. The fact that most of it was recorded as well was, I mind you saying that my best ever trade was recorded in February as well. That was on stream. Not much between them, 63 and 67 respectively. Go. Now we're getting a bit of momentum coming in. Sometimes, so we've got, again, depending on how you want to play it, on the 5 minute, there's your cut, there's your handle, and now we're going for the breakout. So we're looking at 1020 as the breakout zone. Takes a while. Sometimes you're looking at the pattern, you know the pattern's there, but you're just anticipating it a little bit too early. So you keep telling everybody, just wait for the confirmation. Here's me trying to anticipate it just for a little bit of extra and then getting stopped out. To be fair, the last trade was a scratch trade, so that doesn't matter. Let's get the confirmation, let's get the break of 1020, and we should get the confirmed move up on that cup and handle. And 18 is the high of the cup. 5 minute. You've got resistance at 1018 prior, which is here. 1017. Previous other side of the cup is 1018 or 1020. So 1020 is the breakout level. I've just entered just the anticipation of the break of 1020. You go figure. Got 1017, but there you go. So let's move up now, not pull back. Break the VWAP. Thanks, Jay. We've got the cup. We've got the brake cup. We just broke the handle off the cup here, so we just now need the move up towards 1040, 1050. Got the VWAP in the way, which always causes a little bit of resistance, so it might take a little bit longer than anticipated. Just going to put a quick stop in place. 5 cents below my entry, so I'm not risking a huge amount. $150. Yeah, and there you go. It's not, the patterns aren't breaking out today, guys. Look at this on the 5 minute. It's lovely up. There's the handle. It even broke the 1020. We just didn't get the follow through. So looks like Redbox has got my number today. At least didn't lose much there. $150. Let's go back to AeroClean. That's ranging around the $10 level. Right, what else was moving today? Let's go through. This is moved up. This is on the 5 minute. I'm just looking at it on the 5 minute simply because it gives me a better understanding of the move. That's now ranging sideways. I've not traded any of the top gappers today, any of the top movers. That VWAP's a bit suspicious. Very straight horizontal VWAP. That's very unusual. Well, the chat on TikTok is more active. So you get a lot of people that have both, Jake. You'll have the chat on TikTok, and they'll have the YouTube open, so they can read the TikTok chat and watch the YouTube screens, which is a bit clearer. There's a lot more shown. You can get a lot more information. That's the best way to do it at Alphabet. You get green, stay green. To be fair, I've given back 2.5K since I started streaming. No, I've not. I've given back 1,500. I have 29, so I'm 27.5. So I've given back $1,500. Not the end of the world. And again, one stock that took it off me this morning, Redbox. So this one is Rayco Systems, AMVS moving. No volume, very low volume. Can't trade that. HCM hooked me. Oh, I don't like the look of that. That looks like it's setting up for a head and shoulders. There's a shoulder, there's the head, and looks like that's setting up for a head and shoulders. I don't like it. Nutex. Nutex is looking good. Not exactly high relative volume. Decent volume, but it's just not high relative volume. So it's not even done its average. So ideally, I want to be trading stocks that are trading on high relative volume. At least 2x. Let's just look at the momentum scanners now. Nice little pump from nothing. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Elevation. No. Actually, that reminds me, I need to watch the latest Stranger Things. 11 just reminded me of 11. So, I've not watched the latest. Probably not going to trade anything else now. Just giving back to the market. So, unless something pops up and really is looking nice. Like that. Not like that chart. Do we not like that chart? No, we do not like that chart. That's very choppy. Very small range, very choppy. Considering what Jan did yesterday, that's a very choppy chart. Bang Dang Network. One of those Chinese stocks. No, not trading that either. Anyone else has anything else that they've that they want to see? Anything else that you've been trading that you want to take a look at? You want me to cast my eager beaver eyes on it? Happy to do so. The wider markets back down to 412. Gold. Okay. It doesn't show on that one because that's what's it going to show on AERC? I want the pull this up. Here we go. So here's your gold per ounce, 1853 at the minute. This is the hourly chart. So again, as I was saying yesterday, Kel City, it's just ranging sideways at the moment, gold, and it hasn't really changed. Currently 1853 per ounce. I think it was about 1850 per ounce when you asked me yesterday as well. Okay, so we're coming up again. Let's see if we can get this again. This is gonna break. I feel it in my waters. What's my take on who? CJ, CJazz, or whatever you want me to call you. Ogjub. Sorry, I'm lost. What is it you're asking? Well, I'm just waiting for the break of 20. I got in a little bit early for last time, so I want us to get the. I'll wait for the break, confirm break of 20 this time. I entered at 17 last time, the anticipated break. I'll wait for the confirmation. Are we getting any volume coming through? No. Look at the watch the volume candle at the same time. So we want to see more volume coming through for the break of 20. If we get volume coming through to break, then with a chance to go on that run. Here we go, it's trying 20 again. Quite a large level of coiling going on here. Key level here now. Oh, why am I not even watching the level 2 here? Yeah. We'll get a few buyers, sellers out of the way. It is, Redbox is heavily shorted. So there are a number of people trying to sell it. Not shortable today though. Well, not with my broker at least. Unless say it's on the short sale restrictions list, I just don't think they've got any shares to short. Will I get faked out this time? That's the question. We've got in at 10.25. 5,000 shares. What platform am I using, Caesar? This is Dash Trader Pro. This is direct access software is the acronym, but that's exactly what it is. It's direct access software. There is the total view order book. Again, I'm just going to give it 15 cents this time. No problem, buddy. And what I would say about Dash Trader, it's a fantastic trading platform. It's not the best charting platform. It does leave a bit to be desired, which is why I always have trading view open at the same time, so that if I want to get a bit more deeper analysis over a longer time frame, I'll go to trading view and look at it on that. But from an intraday point of view, from a day trading point of view, Dash Trade is probably one of the best out there. Been playing around with TC2000 of late, and that's actually quite good as well. Well, we got a bribe, but we didn't follow through, and that's been the story of, oh, there we go, there's the follow through. Okay, so the VWAP now is my stop. I'm not trading red books after this trade. I'm glad that made that pop to 1050 because that makes my technical analysis absolutely on point, because I've been saying this cup and handle breakout, we're going to get a break up to 1050 once it breaks 1020. And it finally did. We did. My analysis is on point. Sunworks is, to be fair, it's normally a lot more. Have a quick look at the. Yeah, it's not huge relative volume on Sunworks. And Sunworks it normally trades a lot more than this from my memory, at least when I've traded it in the past, at least. I thought it was a bigger float. It's only 33 million float as well. Yeah, it's 2.3 million is the average volume, and it's now 3.6. So it's 1.5. It's not exactly high relative volume. It's more than the average day, but not by a lot. So having a good day though, a reasonably good day. 15% up on the day. Yeah, I think AERC is going to consolidate into the close. We might see it move down overnight, and we might get another move tomorrow. It's still looking strong. If you look at this on the 15-minute, look at it on the 60, it's probably even better. So we had this initial move up on Monday, which was, we got 6,500 on that. That was great. We got 10 times as much. We got 63,000 yesterday on this move up, particularly this lovely move at the end. And we got the best part of 36,000, well, it's over 36,000 today on this move up here today. So, but if you look at it, it's not really moved much since yesterday. It's just consolidating sideways. Yes, we had the pop, but overall, most of the action is sideways. Once it pulled back and retraced to kind of $10, it's been trading there ever since. So I think, again, not financial advice, it's not a stock pick. I think that this potential, if you look at it on the grand scheme of things over the on the daily, if you will, or even on the 60-minute, on the hourly, this is still looking fairly strong. It's held most of its gains. So it's moved up from under $3 and it's currently $10, the high of 15. So it's not even retraced 50% from where it was on Monday morning. I still think we've got something where to. It's got some give to do. That's yesterday's line. Rid of that. I think there's still something to get out of AERC later this week. I might be wrong. What do I know? I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. Nothing really moving now. We've got 10 minutes to the close. There's nothing really moving. There's no real momentum stock at the moment. I wouldn't risk anything of significance. And the fact that I've given back fact that I've given back nearly $2,000 is has just annoyed me. Oh, look at that on a 5 minute. The 5 minute here, it's why do these not look the same? Double bottom and the move up. Really? I disagree. But I've got Bitcoin open here on my trading view. Okay, so Bitcoin has moved from $29,000 in June. So it's had a floor of $29,000 on June the 1st, and it's had a ceiling of $31,500 on June the 1st. So we're looking at 2,500 across, it's not even 10% Caesar's tiers. So, you know, if you want to trade that range, what's the problem with Bitcoin and crypto at the moment is it's so sideways boring at the moment. People are saying it's volatile because it's moving up and down, and it's up at 32, it's down at 29, it's up at 32. That's not volatility, that's ranging, and it's sideways. Yes, the range within that it's trading in is, you know, $2,500, but you can trade that. The problem with Bitcoin is the spreads are huge, so for you to make a profit on $2,500, you know, it's not as easy. Whereas, let's go back to AeroClean. Talk about volatility. 270% move yesterday during market hours. 270% it moved up during market hours. The only way you're going to get volatility like that in crypto is with, you know, low cap altcoins, and you're not going to get the volume to make it reliable. So this is why these low cap altcoins are YOLO plays. Yes, you can make money on them, but it's a gamble. It's a lottery ticket. Whereas trading something like AeroClean, you have the volume which makes it predictable, and you also have the volatility, which makes it, you know, the ability to make the gains. I mean, if you look at, I mean, it's a 5 million float stock, and yesterday it had 120 million shares traded, which that's 24 times it recycled its float. Weird. Let me have a look for you. Volatility halts. So it's just moving up. It's on low volume, and if it moves up a certain percentage in a short period of time, it gets halted by the SEC toys. Put it into a volatility halt for 5 minutes. If it's particularly volatile, we'll put 10 minutes. The longest I've been caught in was 30 minutes, and when it resumed up 25%, and that's how I managed to get my $67,000 trade last February. I was caught in that halt, and it went from $12 a stock to $15 a stock across that 30-minute halt. And of course, I just set my stop and let it go. Hey, Hansio. I'm paying attention to everybody. we've got 7 minutes to the to the close. I think that's me done. I'm not actually Redbox. What's still this ascending? Still not broke this ascending support. Through that an hour ago. How do I find good markets? No one cares, Paige. Now, how do I find good markets? It's not so much the market as the stock. So scanners, I have scanners that do it, and it's all automated. So they alert me. They tell me what you're seeing in front of you in the middle of the screen are my Benzinga scanner, or two of my Benzinga scanners. This is my gap scanner. Tells me what the highest mover across the session is since yesterday's closing price. This is my momentum scanner. It says exactly the same thing over the last 15 minutes, what's moving. Also tells me why it's moving, how much it's moving, what volume it's moving on. So all of that information is given to me by the Benzinga scanners. If you want to get access to those scanners, you can try them free for 14 days. Benzinga, check out the second link in my link tree. I'll show you that in a moment. I just want to see this little breakout here, if it breaks out or if we're going to get faked out, like another fake out. I'm done. I'm not giving any more money to Redbox today. Almost 10 grand, 9,300. So look, so for you, no one cares. Here you go. This is what I'm actually responding to you on. This is the chat. If you go into my profile page, you'll get a little link here that says Linktree TikTok Trader. You double click on my face, or pretend you're punching my face. But if you pretend you're punching my face, you might break your phone screen. So just be careful with that. You click on the link, and it brings you. If you open a splash screen, just click through. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and it brings you to this page. So this is the Linktree. So the find stocks to trade. I use Benzinga scanners and trade alerts, which is what you're seeing. There's a lot more to it than what you're seeing there. You've got volatility alerts, you've got breaking news, you've got calendars like IPO calendars, earnings calendars, all of that. You get alerts in your email as well as all of this. And I set this every day. I set it for the session pre-market, so I'm picking up the gappers beforehand, before the market starts, and then I change it to regular session, so I get the movers during the regular session. I get the momentum scanner, so if a bit of breaking news comes out, I get to see it as it happens, as it's released, and that's what I use to pick stocks like Redbox and AERC and things like that. So this is, if you click into Benzinga, you can get a free trial for 14 days. And if you like the free trial, if after the free trial you like it, come back to the link tree and use this code. It's a discount code. You'll get 35% off. You can subscribe on a monthly basis, a quarterly basis, or an annual basis. That's entirely up to you. If you like it, if you don't like it, just let it go. But that's where I find all the stocks to trade. If you want to learn how I'm trading, if you want to know what methodologies I used to make 60k yesterday and 36k today and 7k on Monday, come join the course. You not only do you get the education on the course with regards to how to trade, how to day trade. Here's the full syllabus. There's over 20 hours of lecture material, recorded lecture material. Go through it in your own time, in your own pace, on the train, to and from work, on your lunch break, whatever it is. Go through it at your own pace, in your own time. There's a 3-month trading plan provided as part of the course for you to work with. There's an additional swing trading course as well. What are you going to do with your gains when you start making profits? Well, you can start swing trading or value investing. I've got a value investing course coming. I've got a lot of the content built already. So, and that's $150 a month. And if you think that's expensive, then trading's probably not for you anyway. If you want to scroll down to the bottom of that, you'll see 6 months of my P&L, my statistics on my P&L. But yeah, come join the course. You get there's a private Discord where we're calling out the patterns, we're calling out what we're seeing. You get private mentorship and coaching from myself. Yeah, so work away. Back into the link tree. I log all of my trades on TraderView, not TradingView. Let's not get them confused because they sound the same. TraderView, which allows me to analyze my trades, look what I've done right, what I've done wrong. I've been looking back at my red box trades today because red boxes really have my number today. I don't think I've had a single profitable trade with it today. And oh, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it's taken quite a lot of money off me today as red box. And TradingView I mentioned earlier, which is the charting platform. It's a free platform. It's a freemium platform is probably the best description. What I mean by that is it's totally free to use. If you want some of the advanced features, then you can upgrade your account and pay for it on a monthly basis. But from a technical analysis, from a charting perspective, the free platform is perfectly adequate. And there's also a free paper trading account you can use with TradingView as well. If you're just getting practicing and you want to start try some strategies, do that. People asking me what platform I'm trading on. Dash Trader. This is Dash Trader. So you can. They do a simulator as well if you want to subscribe to the simulator. It works with it. I use it with Interactive Brokers. I use it with Capital Markets Elite. They use the same platform. But actually, it's slightly different. Capital Markets Elite uses Dash Trader, but it's an OEM version. It's got their name and branding on it. Whereas Interactive Brokers, and they give it me effectively for free. They charge me for the platform fees, but they always rebate me them at the end of the month. Whereas Interactive Brokers, I have to pay for a separate platform and data charge to Dash Trader, and I link it to my Interactive Brokers account. So just and there's a number of different brokers that they work with as well. If you want to get a funded account, there's a couple of funded account challenges. It's stocks or crypto, TradingView, TradeNet, good bunch of guys. And then Interactive Brokers, as I say, just one of the brokerages that I recommend. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, you can check the description for those links that I was just showing the guys in TikTok. And if you're on TikTok, you come back tomorrow. I'll be trading again 90 minutes before the market opens. So that's 1 o'clock London or Dublin time, which is where I'm based, and 8 o'clock market time, East Coast. Well, don't forget to use the discount code before you sign up, Alphabet. I don't want you signing up and playing full price. The TradingView is great. Unfortunately, you can't post your live on TikTok like you can on YouTube. But if you go to the YouTube channel, it will be posted on the YouTube channel. So it's the same stream, but you can actually see more on the YouTube channel. So you can go back and view it. And you can go back and view a few of the previous lives or trade reviews on YouTube. You just, because it's what's the time now is. It's over an hour's. You can't put hour-long videos up on TikTok. So go to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to review this live and all my other lives previously as well. I don't think that's Alphabet. I heard about that, but I don't think that's going to solve anything. I don't think that's going to. I don't think that's going to change the market price. Let's just have a look at where they are at the moment. Facebook. Look at it on the daily. It's ranging sideways at the moment. Look at that. It's just doing nothing. 196 at the moment. If you look at it on zoom out a little bit, you can see where they gapped down back in February. Massive gap down, and they've never recovered. Had this little bounce, but they never recovered. It actually gapped up a little bit after the. This was kind of the floor, if you will. but they've just been ranging sideways around that 200, between 180 and 220, $40 range all year since that huge gap down. They lost a third of the value in 3 days, which was, you know, a third of the value wiped off the off the company in 3 days. That's Facebook. Changing the name to Meta was one thing. Chasing the stock ticker from FB to Meta, I don't think it's going to make a blind bit of difference. That's correct, Toys. If you go into my if you go into my profile and you click on the icon that says this Instagram, it also has my YouTube in there. Or if you go into my link tree, it's got my YouTube in there as well. So either which way, it's all listed. If you want to send me an email, you can send me an email. My email address is on the link tree as well. I respond to everybody that sends me an email that's not insulting me. And if you're insulting me, you might get a nasty response. But yeah, just click the YouTube link on my link tree. Just go into the link tree. It's got all my recommended links. I've got my Twitter handle in there. I've got my Instagram page. I've got the Facebook. I've got the Facebook group, I think, or Facebook page. I've got the YouTube. I don't think I've got the Twitch on that, but I've got the email. Whatever you need is there. Trust me. Oh, another nice day. I'm happy with that. I don't know. Why am I feeling a little bit disappointed today? Money. It's a really good day. I mean, the high yesterday was fantastic, but I'm feeling a little bit disappointed today. Maybe because that trade that worked out for me earlier from AERC, the first trade I took, I knew I didn't trade that well. My risk reward went right out of the window. But it worked for me. So no harm, no foul. I wouldn't recommend anybody takes that particular trade from this morning as a reference to how to trade, because that's a reference how not to trade. If all things being equal, I should have lost money on that trade. But yeah, any day that you're up green, any day that you're green is a good day. Green to 4 figures is a phenomenal day. Green to 5 figures is exceptional. Now, I would caveat that my performances and my results are not normal. They're not typical. I am consistently profitable. May would beg to differ, but you can ignore May. It's a crap name anyway. Had a difficulty in May, but even May, I made 2K across the whole month. I've made more this week. In fact, I made more today than I made in the whole of May. So just put that into context. Right now, I'm just over 400k up on the year net. I will be just shy of $500,000 trade profit on the year, which we've got another 2 weeks left of June, another 2 trading weeks left of June. So how many trading days left have we got in June? Nice, we've got 3. Got 3 trading weeks left. We've got another 5, then 15. So 3 full trading weeks. So yeah. So I've got 15 days left in June. So if I can get to that $500,000 mark, it puts me back on course for the 7-figure year that I've been targeting myself all year. I targeted myself on averaging $5,000 a day across the course of the year. Of course, I'm going to have red days. Of course, I'm going to make more some days and less other days. But if I average 5,000 a day, that puts me on track to have a 7-figure year. After May, or even after April, I was feeling a little bit despondent that maybe it was a bit of an ambitious target. So after May, I thought, no, that's out of the window. Let's just try and get green on the year and get the equivalent of what I made last year. Whereas this last week, this last 6 days has put me right back on track. So we've it looks like a 7-figure year is possible. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not unhappy about the P&L money. Absolutely not. I think I'd be greedy if I was. Like I say, any day, any green day is a good day. A green day to 4 figures is a phenomenal day. A green day to 5 figures, which is 10,000 or above, is exceptional. Not many people. Look, yesterday alone, I made more money than the majority of people earn in a year. So how can I be grumble about that? This week is a really good week, and it puts me, in terms of emotionally and mentally, back in the game. Whereas, mate, it really took it out of me, and I was drained. People who were on the stream probably saw that I was getting a bit drained, feeling a bit stressed. It's not as easy as trading. Is not an easy game. It is a stressful game. It is a lot more difficult than successful traders make it look, and it does take a lot of practice to get proficient at it and be consistently profitable. Jumping in with your money straight, 2 feet with your money straight away, you're going to lose the money. So first and foremost, don't put money in you can't afford to lose. Secondly, don't get involved and put money in unless you've proven that you can be profitable in a simulator. Paper trading is a must. Until you've got the muscle memory, until you've got you're able to recognize the entry signals and the exit signals and do it consistently day after day, week after week, I would say you need at least 6 to 8 weeks of consistent profitability before even considering putting your money into a broker to day trade. Nobody ever listens to that. Most people will say, okay, I'll paper trade for a month, and if I look like I'm making money after a month, I'll do that. And what happens? Emotions take over. So as soon as they go into a live account, the emotions take over, and they stop trading the strategies. So if you're trading the strategies that I teach, for example, you do that consistently in a paper trading account, in a simulator, you end up being consistently profitable. You say Tony's a genius, his strategies work, and then you put money on the line, and it's automatically you forget what you've been learning, you forget what you've been practicing doing, because you go in first and foremost, you go in too big, and secondly, you don't exercise the discipline that you were doing in a paper account because emotions are involved. So just be careful if you're if you are getting into day trading. My first example is why. If it's about the money and the money only, why don't you just pay someone to trade for you? Because a consistently profitable trader will take a commission, of course they will, but they'll trade your money for you. And if you don't enjoy it, it will become even more stressful. One of the reasons that I enjoy it is, of course, it is quite a lucrative career, but I enjoy teaching it as well. I enjoy the process. I do enjoy the process. I put a video up there of one of the trading guys, and says that very similar sort of thing. He enjoys the process. It's not just about making money. Even when he loses, he enjoys the process. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I enjoy the challenge. If I lose money, if I make a losing trade, I enjoy the challenge as well. It's not just about the money. Yes, the money is probably the biggest part of it, but it's not just about the money. Numbers games, absolutely. I don't have an appetite for losing days money. Absolutely not. It's shrunken exponentially. I don't want any more losing days. I've had May's probably one of the worst days. What's funny though is I had more losing days last October, but it was a good month. But that largely offset to have my biggest ever trading day last October. So it was a volatile month. I was having big days. Big green days and small red days. A lot of small red days, but the big green days were big green days last October. I just want to stay green for June. My goal in June, I've already hit pretty much, a little bit off, but I reckon by the end of this month I'll have hit my monthly goal. So that being said, 100k a month is what I'm looking at. But I'll have hit my monthly goal. So I can trade with a little bit of freedom on June. So right now my goal is to be green, have 0 trading days in June, getting that habit of locking in green days. And if I can do that for the rest of June, not only will I have smashed my monthly goal, I'll have had a six-figure month, and that's what I want to consistently be able to get to. What's my monthly payments for Dash Trader? Well, if I'm using it for interactive brokers, it costs me, I think it's $120 a month for the interactive broker subscription. I get charged $90 a month from Capital Markets Elite, plus the data fees. I don't get rebated the data fees, but I get rebated every month. I get rebated the platform fees from Capital Markets, because my commissions are always with Capital Markets are always over a certain level. For example, today my commissions are $1,700. Well, say commissions. My charges, my commissions and fees and transaction charges are just over $1,700 today. So, am I going to? It depends. I will be going, but unless I see the volatility that's going to give me the gains, I'm not going to be risking. I'm not going to be going the big size like I did today. I went big size today because I had such an exceptionally good day yesterday that I had the gains to support it. So a $97,000 account was what I started the day with today, but 60,000 of that was from yesterday's gains. So I was able to take a swing, knowing full well that if I lost 10-15k, I'm still a lot higher up, a lot further up than I was on Monday. And that was my mentality, and it's zoom out. I always have this mentality of zoom out, whether I'm profitable or whatever. If I make a bad trade and I lose money, I zoom out. Where am I on the day? If I'm losing, okay, what time of day is it? Can I make that back? Yes. Do I want? Have I hit my max loss? No. Have I got time to make it back? That kind of thing. How am I feeling? Am I revenge trading? Where's my emotional state at? Then I zoom out. Okay, it's a red day. Where am I on the week? Is it still a profitable week? If it's not a profitable week, I then zoom out again. Where am I on the month? And I keep doing that, and ultimately I'll end up coming back to the point, well, Tony, you're still a profitable trader. And May was very much like that. I had big drawdown that first week in May, first day of May, then another big drawdown the last day of that same week. And I zoom out, I'm still profitable on the year. Start falling into that. Took me all month to kind of break even on that. But I zoom out, I'm still profitable on the year. I'm profitable on the quarter. If I take Q2 from April through June for Q2, I'm profitable on the quarter. So I can keep doing that. I can look at, zoom out, where am I? And it just helps psychologically to keep going. No, Jack. If I needed to, it's there. I can do it. But I typically stick to my rules when it comes to money. When it comes to withdrawing, I'll withdraw at the end of the month. In fact, I left it until the end of last week. So the end of the month was Tuesday, and I didn't withdraw till Friday last week. So I was actually trading with a slightly bigger account on the first 3 days of June, but I withdrew the 25k, and that hit my hit my bank account. So that's actually hit my bank account now. So I've got to divvy that up. But would I withdraw mid-month? No, because the month hasn't finished. And this goes back to my days as an RVP for a software company. When I was in managing the business, just because you get a big win, you win a contract, doesn't mean you've hit your target. Even if you smash your target, you've got to run through the tape and overachieve. So that's why, and there's always this chance that I might have a big red day yet. You know, today could have been a big red day. If I hadn't held that position with AERC, it could have been a big red day, and then I would have been a lot lower than where I am now. So would I withdraw early in the month? Again, someone in the chat said when I was taking big size, it's like almost I think there was $250,000 worth of equity in the position. There was never $250,000 at risk, but there's $250,000 of equity in the position. They're saying you've got to have big balls to trade with that level of that amount of money, and it's not real. That's the way I look at it. It's not real. You're trading with numbers on a screen. It's not real until you withdraw it. So if you put money into the markets, and this is the best way that I can advise anybody getting into trading, this is the best way to deal with the psychological and the emotional element of it, okay? Is you get your little bundle of money that you've saved up to day trade. You can afford to put it on the horses or bet it on the football or whatever it is. It's disposable money, and it has to be disposable, so you can afford to lose it. Deposit that into your broker. Let's just say, for round numbers' sake, it's 5k. I'm not going to go. A lot of people might put 10k in. 5k. Let's talk 5k. You put 5k into the broker. You need to take the mindset that you've just paid the broker $5,000 for access to the markets. It's gone. That now doesn't belong to you. That's the broker's money. So you've saved up so you can afford to enter the markets. That's your entrance fee. Then across the course of your first month, if you make a profit, at the end of the month, you can take that profit. You can, what I would recommend with a 5k account is that, yeah, you reward yourself with, if you've got a profit, doesn't matter how big or small, take half of it. Keep half in your account. You grow your account, steadily grow your account. Take half of it as your nice little reward for having a profitable month. Keep the other half in. So let's say you make $2,000 across the course of a whole month. So $2,000. How do you make $2,000 on a 5k account? That's $100 a day. Based on a 20-day trading month, $100 a day. At the end of the month, you've made an additional $2,000. So what you then do is you give yourself a nice little bonus of $1,000. You withdraw that. That's your little spending treat. Go and buy yourself a nice little whatever it is you like, a couple of bottles of wine, a nice dinner at an expensive restaurant, whatever it is. Treat yourself for having a good month in the markets. The other half, you've now, instead of a 5k account, it's now 20% bigger. You've now got a 6k account. And you can do that over consecutive months. Don't get greedy. Those small gains come. Now, if you have a good month and you do manage to have a good day, like AERC comes along, you have one day, you double your account in a day, you've had one day where you've gone from 5k to 10k. Those days don't happen very often, but let's just say it does. At the end of the month, you add on top of that the additional 2k that you would have had, so you've got 7k across the total month. You leave 3.5k in there, and you take 3.5k yourself. That 3.5k that you're in there, you've now got an 8.5k to start the next month. You keep doing that until you're at a level where you feel comfortable with. With me, 30k. That's my starting position. Now it varies from month to month because I tend to round to the nearest 5k what I'm withdrawing. So if, for example, when I did the 5k challenge in February and the equity was then 79k, I withdrew. What did I withdraw? I withdrew 35k, but it left me with like 29k or whatever. I withdrew 30k, I think it was, 40k, whatever it was. It left me with 29k going into March. So it wasn't the full 30k, but the round numbers that I have in my head, I'm going to start with 30k on the month. I'll withdraw whatever the closest in blocks of 5. Whatever the closest number is, I'll withdraw that off. And I could be starting with 26k, I could be starting with 32k, or whatever it is on the month. But as far as I'm concerned, that's not my money. I've taken my profits. The profits are my money. that 30k that's in the account, that's the broker's money, and that's what I have leave there so that I've got access to the markets. Once you deposit money into the broker, it's gone. And if you think of it that way, and you don't count it, it's for goozy, as they say. It's all false. You don't count it until it's withdrawn. That was a long way of saying no, wasn't it, Jack? It's a long way of me telling you no, I don't withdraw mid-month. But just from a psychological point of view, just not thinking of the money as real up until the point where you withdraw it, because you can always have a bad drawdown. You can always have a bad day's trading. And that way, at the end of the month, you just assess, you sit back and you say, have I had a good month? Do I deserve a reward? And if you've had a profitable month, you withdraw half those profits, providing that you're not at your sustainable goal. So me, 30k is my sustainable goal to maintain the account maintenance number. But if you're not at that, you want to grow the account till you do get to that as well. Anyway, I've waffled for half an hour longer than I should do. I'll be back at it tomorrow, so come join me. Appreciate your company. I'll see you then. Have a good one, guys.